Hey world. Today I want to discuss with all of you in 9 minutes moderation, relationship spoiler, game spoiler, literally life spoiler. And this is something that happens on a regular basis, on a daily basis. 9 minutes moderation at 9 am is inspired by life and sponsored by the Kingdom College. I'm Deepak and my life is beautiful to stay on top of it all because I work as worship. So what is this game spoiler, life spoiler, relationship spoiler, your peace spoiler? See if you can make it as a principle of your life. I understood little late in my life, but I'm glad I understood, and my life is much, much more peaceful than what I see so many people around me. Don't ever believe in whatever you hear. Don't ever believe whatever you hear from someone about something or somebody. Somebody. Make it a principle of your life. Because there are always three sides to everything: your side, other person's side, and the truth. There are always three sides to everything, whether it's an event, whether it's a relationship fiasco, anything. There are always three sides to everything: your side, other person's side, and the truth. Long time back, one movie I ended up watching, English Bollywood, Hollywood movie, The Vantage Point. Such an amazing concept it is because the entire one incident happens, one event happens. I think it's an assassination attempt on some minister, somebody, bomb blast. So when the police is taking the statements from everybody, the whole movie is shown how that person saw. So there are multiple, few of them suspects, few of them witnesses. So when the interrogation was happening, the whole movie was shown, not even what they spoke. It was shown how they saw it. And late in the towards the end of the movie, they have to come to some kind of conclusion. But the way the movie was shot, I think it was something very life transforming to me to understand so many minds, so many perceptions. So one event when so many people see, if you ask them, everybody will not have the same perception, and everybody will not be able to put uh, every thought or feeling into the same words like everybody uses, and there can be such chaotic understanding about the same thing, and you actually can be confused. I have been a victim of it. Yeah, I still become the victim of it regularly. And I say those people who listen to whatever they get to hear about me and share with somebody, and on that they build a perception about me. How do you explain them? And how do you even convince them? Or do you need to really go and tell, hey, dear, what you have heard is not the complete truth? That person has told his side of the story. So I have no control over when somebody speaks about me. I have no control over. So I just let go of it. But yes, when people come to me for counseling or any kind of help, or they have some problem to discuss, if it is pertaining to themselves alone, no issues. We discuss in detail. But if the context is where there were two people or more than two of them were involved, I always tell them, what do you want to share? You speak in front of that person, bring that person, and let's talk about it. Because you will tell your side of the story, the other person will tell his side of the story. Listening to both of them, both of you, I'll be able to come to some kind of understanding and maybe put in front of you. You might have a clarity or whatever it may be. Multiple things happen. The two beautiful things happen is the moment you bring the other person also in the meeting about whom the person has an issue, suddenly you will realize lot of this extra masala that they add, no, a lot of spices they will add when they speak alone, they will get dropped. To large extent, only the rational part, the actual facts are being spoken, because the other person is also in front of you. A lot of things get cut down, and you can actually come to a conclusion much faster. And that is how I always practice my counselings. And even at times, people tell me also, no, the other person will not come for the counseling session. I said, okay, you tell me what you want to say. Depending on that, I will give you inputs or feedback. But that does not mean what I'm going to give you is going to be the truth, because I don't know the other side of the story. Because there is not your side, not even his or her side. There's also the truth which actually gets hidden, because the way we are amazing manipulators, very rarely you will see people who are very honest, who say the same thing everywhere, all the time, under all the circumstances. It's the most difficult thing to do. To a large extent, I have practiced it, and I'll keep continuing it. It gives you tremendous amount of freedom. What I told to all of you, something else I'll tell to somebody else, same thing I'll tell some way, some other way to somebody else. Everybody will have confusion, and people are so immature, they will go with that perceptions, whatever I have given to them, which I think is unfair. That is why, so the one dimension is people speak about you, that I just shared. Other dimension, people come and speak to you, that you don't have any control over it. So, if you want to be peaceful in life, I think keep it plain simple. We have discussed in some other context about triple filter test. That you apply. Otherwise, just because somebody came and spoke about somebody or something, listen to it, forget it. Because you can't bluntly refuse also, I understand. Put it diplomatically. But always remember, before coming to conclusion about anything, it can be somebody comes and speaks about their experience in some other city or country. Just because of this expression, their experience, you can't make a judgment about that city or country, and then you are at a loss. Just because somebody had a bad experience with somebody does not mean the person is bad. He had a bad experience with the person. There are 100 things can be understood from the entire thing. But bottom line is this, my dear friends. Don't ever believe whatever people come and tell you, or whatever you get to hear, because there are always three sides to everything, everyone, in every moment and experience. Your side, their side, and the truth. And a lot of time, truth never comes out. Never means never comes out. Just on the perception what you made by hearing something. If you're going to judge somebody, relate with somebody, I think it's very immaturish, very, very immaturish. Let at least all of us who are in the same platform of understanding, can we practice it? Every side will have three sides. Every story will have a three side. Every story will have three sides: your side, my side, and the truth. With that understanding, let's start this beautiful, beautiful day. Here we go together. Guys, go get set and grow. Board exams, and board exams. Then it's all about marks and marks and marks and scores and scores and scores. If you want your scores to rise, hike by 5 to 15%, then 90 minutes with me can actually make it happen for you. This last over 6 years, 75,000 students have attended a 90-minute session with me, and thousands of them vouch, and they are the testimony for having increased their percentage from 5 to 15% than what they normally score. Those simple study techniques, tips, tricks, and some study skills inputs in just 90 minutes can actually boost your score. And that's what all matters in life eventually. The most defining year of your life is board exams of 10th and 12th. Then I invite you for a 90-minute session with me, that can boost, increase, and hike your percentage by 5 to 15%. Be with me. Look forward to see you.